Welcome to another G segment of the Big Brother Naija, and I'm sure you know that reunion is right around the corner on the 19th of June. So it's only right to juggle your memories on some drama that happened in the house. First and foremost, the first major clash of the season 7 Level Up Geng was the Amaka and Fina fight. These two housemates spent a night tearing each other with harsh words. Now, while men slept, Amaka and Fina were seen having what seemed to be a decent conversation first before they started to shout at each other. According to Phyna, Amaka sounded like someone who wants to play mind games with everybody because she's always talking about the rest of the housemates, and this one now made Phyna angry, and she asked Amaka what she intends to do with that information.
To creep into the strongest to get what's in their head. I was not like, okay, if you get what is in their head, what will you now do? How to flex for me?
And just like that, the fight escalated. They even started calling themselves names, most especially Phyna, who called Amaka names like a big idiot, manipulative, and senseless. After all the shouting and waking up the other housemates, Amaka was later seen crying profusely as Brian tried to console her. Anyhow, they later settled their dispute, only for them to split up again in the house and outside the house. And of course, the fastest disqualified housemate to ever grace the show, Beauty, who stayed in the house for just 2 weeks. Baby girl started her fight with her man Groovy over him dancing with Chumzy. Although our intuition was right about Groovy being into Chumzy, her attitude towards the whole issue was just screaming toxic. I mean, Phyna experienced it too, but we did not see her smacking Groovy's head. So before you drag me judging from all what she did in the house in just 2 weeks, you guys should know that your fave is very temperamental. Even the fight with Illebaye was just so uncalled for. The genesis of that fight was because of man.
7 weeks. 2023. You believe men?
It was a speculation that Beauty was angry with Illebaye for introducing Chumzy to her man, that's Groovy, and she started ranting. And after that, Illebaye just wanted to know how she was feeling, but Beauty no agree, and thus the fight and commoting of wig. Now, this particular fight was the highlight of the show for me, because this fight, I never thought Rachel had it in her. And yes, I'm being biased by saying I stand with her on this.
I will stand with you between the heavens and the earth. I will tell you where you are.
It all started when Rachel prepared beef and chicken stew, if you guys remember, and all the housemates lined up to collect their food. Rachel dished chicken for Bella, but she requested for beef because she doesn't eat chicken. But Rachel told her that the beef was for people who worked in the kitchen. But last, she gave her a piece. To be honest, if you recall, Sheggz was just being a menace. And this wasn't even his fight. He just carried his babe's matter on his head, saying that since they've been in the house, Rachel should know that Bella doesn't eat chicken, even calling her stupid. And she added that his generation is stupid also.
Stupid person makes food and you open your stupid mouth and you're eating it. That makes you a fool.
Like, why is this girl begging for clicks? Like, do you not believe in this? Do you not actually believe in this? Does anybody here actually believe that this is genuine, or do you think
Bella, now being backed up by her one and only love, gathered courage from nowhere and threw the food on the dining table? I mean, anger issues much? Away from that, before being besties, the housemates were never close at all. Here's a clip.
I'm sorry for nonsense. They tell me I'm from the street. My food chest, bro. From the damn streets. So when you are behave like cake and wine. Let me behave like streets and fight for chicken and soup.
This fight started when Phyna tried discussing the wager tax for the week, but Bella was more concerned talking about a food issue. Phyna went on to slam Bella to stop talking about the food issue because they were done talking about that and they should instead focus on their wager task. But Bella was not having any of that, and she said Phyna should not dictate to her what she should talk about in the lounge. Phyna replied, slamming Bella back, saying she was rude, and Bella fired back, saying she was mad, before saying, "Head of the house, my ass." The fight was quite epic, especially with Phyna's epic lambasting of Bella. And finally, Deji and Groovy's fight. This one was just like a little bit epic, I would say. Deji suggested that Phyna cheated as a moderator because Groovy was on the other team, and the two almost got in a fight as they stepped back into the house. I mean, Groovy just has to fight for his woman's honor, so I get that. Anyways, the two made up like bros courtesy of Sheggz, and it was rosy again in the land of Groovy and Deji. And that's it on the fight and basketballs of this Big Brother Level Up gang. So what are we to expect in this reunion? Will there be shoes flying, tears rolling, or will it be peaceful? We can't just wait, and of course I'll be here to give you all the gist. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.